What is up, everybody? Here's another video. This is more sort of a declaration of what's going to go on from the rest of this channel. Because I'm basically giving a lot of game based off of like content creation, like social media management, social media ads, etc. And more on the creative side and gear too. But I just got a cinema camera. Okay, I just got a cinema camera. Well, two actually. Two. I got two cinema cameras, and I'm really excited for all the opportunities that I'll be able to do with this. But I really want to go into 2026 filming more, like literally getting into filmmaking and spark that creative itch that I have in my brain. You know what I mean? And one way that I was looking about it, I'll give you a story. So like, I was literally a musician for like 10 years. And if you haven't watched my video of like why I made the transition from like music to like social media management, like just check out that video. It's literally one of the first videos on my channel. And I was like a aggressive practicer, yo. Like I was literally out here practicing roughly 10 to 12, even sometimes 14 hours a day. Like, you know, taking breaks in between, but just like literally practicing like my craft, like my saxophone. Literally, still have it here, to be honest, and I will get back to it eventually. So this thing was literally in my hands. Well, not this specific saxophone, but a saxophone was roughly in my hands for 10 years straight. And I look back on that and I'm just like, what are some of the characteristics of musicianship that I love that I still need to incorporate in my life right now? Well, there's one thing that I want to get better at, and that's filmmaking. Reason being is because that can lead to a bunch of opportunities for me creatively and to develop as a business on the side of everything that I'm doing to develop productions, right? I don't have to edit the stuff, but I would love to be there to shoot it. You know, I could learn how to edit it stuff, and that's a whole other business, and I can literally talk about the different types of businesses that you can get into within content creation. But for the time being, I want to get better at filmmaking. And one thing that I was just like literally taking into consideration was the fact that every single goal that I wanted to accomplish within music has always started with a smaller goal at the beginning. So what does that mean? On this channel, what I'm going to do is that next year, I'm going to make films. I'm going to make films on this channel, and I'm going to literally post them for you guys to see, of different durations, right? And I think that would be actually a really great project to work on in 2026. I'm going to make videos, short films, in different durations. So roughly, my first film will probably be like a 5-second film. You know, the next will be like a 15-second film. The next one will be like a 30-second film. Next one after that will be 60-second film, being 1 minute, then 2 minutes, then 5 minutes, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the reason why I say this is because the only way that I'm going to get better at filmmaking is by doing it. The only way that you're going to get better at being a creative director is by being a creative director. But how can you do that if you don't have the daily aspect of practicing? And that's like part of the reason why I felt so kind of sunken into the whole social media sort of situation, and it was kind of killing my productivity, or at least my creativity overall. Because if I'm not allowed to do the creative stuff, then why the heck are we doing it in the first place? Yeah, we got AI and all this other stuff and whatever that's coming out, like that can make content for us faster, and I'm going to use it, no problem. But I don't think it should take away from the creativity that God has given us, right? And people are going to be like, you're going to be out of a job, like this, that, and whatever. It's just like, but there will be so much of it that barely anybody is ever doing it ever again. So then literally it's premium ticket from there. So my thing is, for all the filmmakers or all the people who want to develop films or people who want to create content that's creatively intriguing, right? Don't give up on that creative spark. You know what I'm saying? Like literally go out there and develop pieces of art that you would be proud of. Because at the end of the day, when we're all 90 years old or 100 years old, you'll be more happy about the pieces you've created over the journey, rather than just like sitting there and looking at all the automations and you know all this stuff moved over, because you won't derive any meaning from it. At least not the musician, not the artist, not the poet, not the creative person in you, right? And this is a short video, more so like a commemoration, also like a dedication to the next thing that I will do. But I think for 2026, that's what I'm going to end up doing. And I think more people in this business, in the creative business, whether it be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, I think everybody should strive to be a little bit more creative so they can be different in a world or an ocean full of sameness. And I think that's cool. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe and turn your bell notifications on, because I put videos out like this every single day and you don't want to miss them. And if you need help as far as like developing a personal brand or literally setting up a social media marketing agency for yourself to get 6 figures out of the depths of your financial stature, just hit literally the first link in the description and we'll be able to help you out. Otherwise, I hope you have a really great day. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.